Okay guys, let's talk about using the toilets here on the boat in each head. These are manual pump toilets. There are directions right inside the head on the wall by the toilet. A couple other things we need to know. Behind the cabinet door under the sink is the toilet paper. And there's more toilet paper down in here. And also more toilet paper up in here. Get out of there. She always likes to go anytime I open a cabinet. Okay. Rule number 1, no toilet paper down the toilet, ever. All toilet paper goes in the little trash cans in here. You just fold it up real good and pop it in there. After you're done using the toilet, probably a good idea to scrub things out. This is not like your toilet at home. There is a little bit more involved, so let's get into it. You come in, you open up the toilet. It should be nice and clean. There should be almost no water in the toilet, just a little bit at the bottom. That's perfect. The handle should be locked. There's a little arrow pointing to the lock symbol. And the dry wet lever should be over on the dry bowl. That's the toilet icon with no water in it. And the one that has water in it with the little exclamation point, that's wet. So when we come into the toilet and we're ready to use it, first thing we have to do is switch our lever over to wet, make sure it's all the way over, unlock our handle by twisting gently, and then we're going to pump and add water to the bowl. With each upstroke, you're bringing in seawater, and with each downstroke, you're actually pumping it out of the bowl through the hosing up to the holding tank, which is 10 gallons right here, which does need to be pumped out about weekly. So the off-the-hook services may come in while you're staying and pump out the holding tanks using the standpipes through the deck fill right there. They'll take care of that. You don't have to do anything about that. Once you have a little water in the bowl, go ahead and lock your handle back there. Use the toilet. Use the toilet paper. Toilet paper goes in here. When you're all cleaned up and you're ready to pump it out, first thing you're going to do is, since you probably peed and there's, liquid and solid waste in the toilet, you're going to flip it back to dry. You're going to pump out the waste, okay, through the hosing. And you'll see it all kind of disappear down there. It might be a little messy. After you give it a few good pumps, you're going to flip this back to wet. You're going to add water, and that water will follow the waste a little bit through the hosing. Okay, and then flip it back to dry and pump it the rest of the way out. Now you can see sometimes little bits of floating seagrass come in. This is about the cadence that you're going to use for the pump. Okay, this pump is plastic and metal, so use it gently, but there is a little bit of force required because there's what we call a joker valve all the way in the bottom there that you have to push the waste through. Okay, and that's it. It's pretty simple. A little intimidating at first, but once you try it a couple times, follow the directions, it's really not that big of a deal. One thing I forgot to mention is obviously if your waste is not going down as you're pumping on dry, after you clean up and everything, just go ahead and grab the brush and use that to kind of break things up and get things moving. And then, follow with some fresh clean seawater and scrub out the bowl and all that. Another reminder, just again, no toilet paper down the toilet. The toilet paper will clog the hoses back there, and then we won't have anything go up to the holding tank where it's supposed to go. So all toilet paper goes into the small waste baskets. If it didn't come out of your body, it cannot go down that toilet.